Cannot allow them to die needlessly.
As they die needlessly here. So shit.
Stay close to me.
I'm gonna do Here we are.
Golden Wildfire. The leader's stratagem.
I like these strategic shits. They're fun. I should censor that.
The
but...
Alliance army pushes back the Empire at Deirdre, where they receive word that Count Gloucester has rejoined the Alliance. It seems his disloyalty was all part of a deceitful plan.
Okay.
With their position lost, the Imperial army begins to retreat. Claude and his allies press forward, planning to surround them as they flee to Adrestia.
Okay.
The Imperial forces within the Alliance are currently dispersed between the western part of Regan territory and the northern part of Gloucester lands.
Okay.
They're making a desperate attempt to march south, but Count Gloucester's persistent attacks have slowed their progress.
I would appreciate it if you could be more precise with your language. In fact, my father's tactics have halted the Imperial Army's southward advance.
I'm pretty sure that's what I just said. Anyway, here's where we come in. We'll surround the enemy, cutting off their retreat and cornering them in western Regan territory. Then, we give them a good thrashing.
Okay.
That's it? Sounds kind of simple if you ask me.
Hey, what more could you want? All the best plans are easy to understand. Trust me, it's a sure win.
Is it though?
Even I know what's going on now.
We just have to herd the Imperial Army into Western Regan territory and stop them from moving any further south, right?
Couldn't have said it better myself. Just remember that the enemy knows this is their last stand. We have to proceed with caution.
Do we recruit Ferdinand and Bernadetta here?
I want to finish them off before Count Burghley's has a chance to muster a sizable army and mount an attack.
Ferdinand and Bernadetta are leading the Imperial Army, right?
Right.
I'm guessing you'd rather not kill them? Believe me, I don't want that either. We may have been in different classes, but they're still our old friends from the Academy. Once our forces are in place, I plan to offer them terms of surrender. But for now, we need to focus on driving their army into a corner.
You got it! I swear on these biceps, I won't let them get away!
I don't know. I'm not convinced it's gonna be that easy. But I guess that's besides the point. We've got to get out there.
You said it. Let's move out. Sorry for the wait, Lawrence. So, what is it you wanted to talk about? Ooh, don't tell me. Is it about a girl?
Ooh, I wish to discuss the consequences of your strategy at the Great Bridge of Myrden.
Oh, that. If it's an apology you want, I'll say it as many times as I need to. Both to you and your father. My plan left a cloud of treason hanging thick over the Honorable House Gloucester. I'm sorry, Lawrence.
Please, I have already accepted your apology. And besides, did my father not agree to your scheme? Luckily, my own person remains unsullied, and I will soon remedy the blemishes on my family name. You have my word.
If that's not it, then what do you want to talk about?
There is something I wish to confirm with you. A matter regarding the future of the Leicester Alliance.
Oh shit.
Can we really trust you, Claude?
What do you mean, really?
I have no qualms admitting that your work has freed the Alliance from a number of tight situations. And yet, I have never been able to fully place my trust in you. The same is true even now. Were it as simple as choosing to believe, I would do just that. But this situation makes me uneasy. Day after day, I find myself forced to rely on a man with unclear roots and even more unclear intentions.
Your tongue's as sharp as ever, Lawrence. But I can't say I don't get where you're coming from. I wouldn't trust me either in your shoes. If I were you, I wouldn't let my loved ones touch a guy like me with a 10-foot poleaxe, let alone count on me to keep them safe.
You are quick to disparage yourself.
Yeah, maybe I took it a little far there. I mean, I'm not that bad, am I? Still, I'm not all-knowing or all-powerful like the goddess is. There's no way for me to know what the future might hold. Which means there's only one thing I can do. Stack my deck with as many cards as I can so we're ready for anything that comes our way. But on that front, the possibilities are kinda endless. No matter how many tricks I've got in my pocket, there's still this lingering worry I just can't shake. That's what I meant by not being able to trust myself. I feel like I'm constantly walking this tightrope with no clear end in sight. Lawrence? Are you even listening? If you were any quieter, I'd think you'd have died on the spot.
I am present, yes. I was just so shocked to hear you voice your anxieties that I struggled to find words. Could this be another of your schemes? What do you hope to gain by deceiving me so?
Damn.
Whoa, slow down there. You're the one who brought this whole thing up, remember? Kinda rude to react like that after I go and spill my heart out to you, don't you think?
Forgive me, I seem to have lost my presence of mind entirely. I fear I may be entering a state of shock.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
They're not C rank.
That you, Claude? What are you doing in a place like this?
Oh, hey. I'm not up to much. Just shirking my duties for a little bit.
Okay.
Your plan's going well, huh? We've managed to corral most of the Imperial forces that are still in the Alliance.
For now.
Everything's moving like clockwork. At this rate, it won't be long before we've finished off the entire enemy force.
But then what?
You don't seem too happy about it. Hasn't this whole war been unfolding exactly the way you thought it would?
So far, yeah. But it's not over yet. Unless we find a way to stop them, the Empire is going to make another play for the Great Bridge of Murden. And when that happens, we'll be taking on Count Burgleys himself. It'll be a brutal fight, no matter how many angles we try to play.
Damn.
And even if we pull it off, what then? Do we invade the Empire or just stay on the defensive? We don't know what's going on with the Kingdom and the Church, and the Almirans could decide to drop in on us again at any time. There are limits to how far I can map things out, but the Alliance won't survive unless I account for every possibility. I'm dancing as fast as I can here, but there's no end in sight. And these...
Whoops. Assure him that he can do it. Tell him we can throw it together. We're gonna throw it together.
You don't have to shoulder all that weight by yourself. I'm sure we can figure out a plan if everyone puts their heads together.
Now, there's an idea. Hey, would you be willing to hash it out with me?
Me? Oh, I'm not sure there's anything all that useful knocking around in my head.
Speak for yourself. I, for one, have plenty of wisdom to share. Perhaps I should grant you some?
I probably won't be much help, but on the off chance I do get a flash of inspiration, I'll be sure to let you know.
Excuse me? I've placed myself at your disposal, yet you claim there's only an off chance that I'd have a good idea? I'd appreciate a little more credit.
Again, I like and hate this character as Arval, but sure.
You know, I'm really glad you're the one who hired me, Claude. You've got vision. You think about all these things that had never even occurred to me. Plus, I know you'll always pay me on time.
Damn.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence. Sorry to make you listen to all my griping. But you know what? I feel a bit better now. Maybe it's not such a bad thing to let it all out now and then.
Well, if all you need is someone to vent to, I'm here. I'll even give you a real good rate on it.
Wait, you're charging me for this? You mercenaries sure know how to bleed a guy dry, don't you?
But yeah, it's time to do the, what's it called? The main mission here. We did everything else here. It took a while to do, and everyone is what they're supposed to be. As in, I'm not making anyone be weird stuff, because I had Lysithea be a mercenary, and that was not ideal. But it's cool, it's cool. So for the main mission, we're going to keep everyone legit. And we're in the Western Regan territory, and it's besieging the Imperial army, because Claude's stratagem has isolated the Imperial invaders. Now it's time for you to tighten the net, cut off their escape, and hopefully convince them to surrender. And that we shall do, hopefully, unless the thing happens.
Lord Ferdinand, I've brought an envoy from the Alliance.
Okay, Holst is here. Okay, cool.
Allow me to introduce myself, sir. My name is Holst Sigisvald Goneril.
Okay.
It is an honor to meet you. Even those of us from the Empire have heard tales of your valor. I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
There we go.
This army is under my command.
I come as a representative for the Leicester Alliance. I'm sure you can guess what I'm planning to say.
You are here to ask for our surrender, I take it.
Your army is surrounded with no hope of victory or retreat. There would be no dishonor in laying down your arms.
Right. Is he gonna do it though? Do the mercenaries show up? That's the thing that was the thing I think that would happen.
So the Empire declined our terms?
Oh.
I guess that's not a complete surprise.
I guess they're betting on the taking him out.
It was as if he didn't even consider the possibility. Perhaps he'd have regarded it an affront to his pride as a noble of the Empire.
He's really willing to throw away the lives of those who serve him just for that?
That is weird.
Actually, his troops' morale seemed unexpectedly high. I believe they've steeled themselves for a fight to the death.
That's not good.
Not without exception, of course. One of his officers was hiding under a table.
Oh, that's Bernadetta.
And I noticed some dispirited soldiers about their camp.
Hiding under a table? That has to be Bernadetta. I mean, who else could it be? I wonder if she'd hear us out.
Since we couldn't convince Ferdinand to give up on this desperate last stand, we have no choice but to give him what he wants. If we win this battle,
fight to the death?
the Alliance will finally be back to where it was before the Empire invaded. No matter who you face on the battlefield, hold nothing back. Hit them with everything you've got.
And here's the map. Defeat Ferdinand. Got a key there, and we got a chest there, of course. Here are our strategies. Persuade Bernadetta. Of course, we're doing that. Let's go with Imperial Formation and Intel to find an enemy general and light the beacon to confuse the enemy and halt their advance. These other ones seem cool too, like Poison Tactic and Mounted Surge, but I don't know. I think I should do Staff Officers, but I don't know how long that would go on for. So there's that as well. Actually, you know what? Forget the Intel thing. Let's do Assign Staff Officers and Poison Tactic. Just to get that initial stuff out the way fast, basically. Because we're going to kill everything anyway, so there's no point in having the intel, I think, in my opinion. I don't know. The thing is set up, we have our requirements, 12 minutes, 1200 enemies, and 50% damage taken. And those are our meal effects, so we're good to go, we're good to go, we're good to go.
They've got nowhere to run. We must force the enemy generals to surrender.
Defeat the archers of the Imperial Army.
Surrounds them like this, Claude, and it could not have been accomplished without my father.
Escape route has been cut off. Must be some
He's
way
so
to break through.
fixed on that. I love this class. It's only for him.
Could you give it up already? You only keep losing troops if you... Wait, that's
what happened. Oh shit, yeah, it was Jeralt, damn.
Did we
Jeralt
make it in
Eisner.
time? The situation doesn't look great, but we've still got a job to do.
And Alois? What? Oh, he joined the mercenaries? That makes sense. But he left the church? That's interesting. Okay.
You're Ferdinand, right? We've secured an escape route. Hurry, get your troops out of here.
You have my gratitude. Everyone, proceed to the escape route at once.
That's not good. I take him out now. Hold on. No. I gotta take him out now.
Yeah, don't worry, I won't slack off.
Where's everyone else at? Why are you here? Why are you here?
Oh, if I must. Leave.
Captain Jeralt. Oh no. I really don't want to do this, but I can't let them get away.
Don't let Ferdinand retreat. Huh.
I must retreat with everyone else, regardless of what happens.
How can I get there though? Bernadette can't do this anymore. You heard that? Bernadette sniping? Oh shit. Oh, that's why they did that.
Where's the coming from? We'll never catch up to the enemy if we don't stop them.
We'll show them how determined we are.
Oh.
The sniper must be concealing themselves. We need to find them and deal with them immediately.
The Alliance forces are in disarray. Now is our chance, Lord Ferdinand.
Why is Cloud fighting at a disadvantage? Oh, the art's digger, that's why. Okay, archers are done. I need to send you. Take this.
Let's try this.
You can't do anything right now. That's not good. I don't know what my guy's doing, but he's just there. This is fine.
Now, let us bring it down.
Oh, Bernadetta's over there. Okay. Yeah, I hate her hair.
I found her.
I had a feeling it was you, Bernadetta. You don't seem to be willing to listen in that state.
The enemy doesn't seem that interested in fighting. We may be able to convince her to surrender.
Persuade Bernadetta.
Take a breather. Into the fray.
Defeat and recruit Bernadetta. Alright. Who froze me? The advisor retreated. Oh, rallying the troops. Oh, okay. That was our initial boosting, I think. I need to, what's it called? They need to go down this way.
Not a problem.
Surrounded by walls, not enemies.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
She should be down now. There we go.
Bernadetta, could you maybe stop fighting?
The camera messing up there, that's trifling.
What? No, I'm not ready to die.
Take a breather.
Don't murder me.
Captain Jeralt, I leave the rest to you. I will rally the troops who have managed to withdraw.
No problem. I got it. We should join the front line as well. We must save as many soldiers as we can.
There you go. Getting all worked up again. But I guess our pay will get docked if we just stand around.
They opened the gates. Okay, let's get this good. That's good.
Advance now. Forward.
Now we can focus on pursuing them. My turn? Wait, something's happening in the central area. What is that?
Central area. Oh, Alois here? Is that why? Oh shit. I mean, we wanted this, but
You will
the
not
Ashen
go
demon.
any further.
Oh, that's not good.
That's the Ashen demon, huh? Don't engage them if you can help it. Focus on stopping the Imperial troops.
Come then. Let us fight with honor.
Is that Alois? Did he leave the Knights of Seros?
See, he shot by it too.
The escape point is before us. Go, everyone.
I need to stop. What's his name? I need to cut off Ferdinand. I can't get down there though, because the other gates. I need everyone to break this, basically.
I've got this. Afraid that's it for me. I must withdraw.
They have turned their attention back to us. We must cut a path once more.
Oh, they got prevent the thing from breaking the siege. Okay.
Blockade fall apart. We need reinforcements.
You're more capable than I expected.
Let's lay go.
On my mark.
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
We must prioritize the Imperial troops. There is no need to engage if you're having difficulties.
I know we were told not to engage, but isn't this a great opportunity to see how much you've grown?
True, true, true. This is a side mission now. Okay, that's cool. Which I will be doing. Where is everyone? Why is everyone down here?
Let's try this.
What is this? Why is that color? We are the advantage and disadvantage? Oh, because they have a flycatcher.
Let's see how this goes.
That's why. That's weird. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, he can go over there like that. I just realized that. Okay, that's cool.
Could set fire to our signal beacon. It may be able to slow the Imperial Army's retreat.
Time to face the Blade Breaker's wrath.
Not happening. Witness my true power.
We lit the beacons. Okay.
If you're with the Alliance army, then I'm here to stop you.
On my mark.
We'll do it together!
Sorry, but our fight ends here.
Okay, so she left there like that.
And let them slip away like it was nothing.
I'd get down that way.
Again. You serve the Alliance now?
Just draw your weapon already. You and me have a score to settle.
Okay, that sucks. You say let's ride away?
How could you allow this to happen, Claude?
Why say Claude that way? Are y'all flying to... Oh.
But I shall not surrender here.
Take your final bow.
It's weird when they do the special without the cutscene. You can see the like little camera tricks that they do.
Get as far as you can. I will hold them off.
How much damage have we taken? I feel like we took a lot. Yeah, we have. Okay, we're not getting S rank in this. Have to do this again. This is...
I will not be defeated. Gotcha. I make my own luck. Is that all?
Okay. So that's done.
It ends.
We've got no choice. Fall back.
Jeralt retreated, but now what? The mission's still going. Ladislava's here now, okay.
Lord Ferdinand, please retreat. I will hold them off. I promised Her Majesty that I would protect you at all costs, and I intend to see that promise through.
Now leave!
Edelgard truly made you promise such a thing? But I cannot very well abandon you here.
If we lose you, we lose the whole army. Please
True.
go, so that everyone might live.
Defeat Ladislava, then the mission ends, I think, after that.
Now leave!
I am sorry. The rest is in your hands.
Oh, this version of the song is cool. Okay, Ladislava's... Everyone's just going to do an all-out attack on her.
Let's see how this goes.
Then we'll go and get the chest over here. Wait, we already failed the damage thing. Time-wise, we're a good damage. That was just the damage. I don't know where we took so much damage out, which is trifling, but I had a feeling.
My lord, please be on your guard. You cannot underestimate those who've been backed into a corner.
Yeah, but we can't just ignore her.
What a pain.
I'm not tied.
Okay.
This will do.
Your Majesty entrusted me with these soldiers. I cannot allow them to die needlessly.
As they die needlessly here. Oh shit.
Stay close to me.
I'm gonna be fuck.
My luck ran out the day I was born into this strife-ridden world.
I know the feeling. Sad times. And we're restarting. 30 seconds to kill her. Can we do it? I doubt it. Business went the wrong way.
No problem. I got it. Her Majesty entrusted me with the
Yeah, we messed up the time. That sucks. Oh well.
soldiers. I cannot allow them to die needlessly. You think that is enough to stop me? If it will save even one more of my allies' lives,
That sucks.
then
Oh
I will
well.
continue to fight.
Could have had all S's,
At
but
least Lord Ferdinand got away. Your Majesty, if only I could have seen you one last.
it's sad. Even though we barely knew her, she was alright. At least in 3
General
houses.
escaped, but we struck a blow to the Imperial Army nonetheless. I'd call this a victory.
And she's definitely playable in the other route since she had a dramatic death.
Well, we did it.
But oh well.
Yet you're still the saddest looking fighter in camp. Why the long face?
Yeah.
Because we only barely got the job done. Everything else was a miserable failure. Sure, we routed the Imperial Army and forced Jeralt and his mercenaries to retreat. But we let Ferdinand get away in the process. And if that wasn't bad enough, I failed to beat the Ashen Demon. Basically, we lost in nearly every way you can lose.
Wrong. You were hired to do a job, and you did it. And in the process, you've received a valuable reminder about the unique danger the Ashen Demon poses.
You're right. I can't believe one fighter could turn the tide of an entire battle like that.
Precisely. They're surely going to continue standing in our way, so do try to dig a little deeper the next time you square off.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks for the chat.
I should have disagreed with him. Oh well. Oh god, Asa. Trifling. And there's Bernie. Level 25 archer, legit.
Managed to find Ferdinand and his troops?
No.
No, but I spotted tracks that suggest they fled toward Garreg Mach.
Huh.
So they've given up on the southern route and are making their way back to the Empire by circling west. It won't be easy to catch them now.
I'm just relieved that Ferdinand is still alive.
I must admit, I am too.
Yeah, same here. I just wish we could have caught him, though. Knowing Ferdinand, he's gonna think the only way to redeem himself is by attacking us again.
Right.
Well, if he does, I'll just chase him away. I'll send that guy packing as many times as we need.
I'm more worried about Jeralt and his mercenaries.
I'm with you on that.
Right. Ferdinand would have never escaped if Jeralt's people weren't covering him. I suspect this won't be the last we see of them. We can't let their smaller numbers lull us into a false sense of security. That's a surefire way to get beaten. On the bright side, we've taken down most of what was left of the Imperial Army's invasion force. I think it's fair to say the Alliance has officially made it to the other side of this crisis. Great work, everyone.
Great work.
May I ask what our next move is, my lord?
Well, as you know, the Empire is currently locked in battle with the Kingdom of Fargus. With fronts to the east and the west, the Empire is stretched thin. They've been forced to divide their army. I'd be curious to hear what my favorite mercenary thinks. What would your next move be?
As the brains of this duo, I'll take this one. The answer couldn't be clearer. Attack the enemy's homeland.
should cross the Great Bridge of Murden and mount an assault on Empire territory. If we move in now, we'll have a real shot at winning.
Exactly what I was thinking. We should seize the initiative and strike before the Emperor and Count Burgleys can muster a response.
I agree. They attacked us first, so we're fully justified in the retaliation.
Exactly.
What's more, if we can claim House Burgleys' farmlands for ourselves, then the Alliance should be sitting pretty for a century to come.
Isn't Count Burgleys known for his incredible strength?
He may be Adrestia's mightiest warrior, but at the end of the day, he's still just one man. The Empire's invasion of Leicester has failed. That crack in their armor is just the opening we need to strike.
If victory means peace for the Alliance, I'm all for it. I won't lose to this Count, no matter how tough he is.
I'm sure if we don't take this opportunity, it won't be long before the Empire regroups and attacks us again.
I don't approve of this at all. Surely the Alliance army is already exhausted from fighting multiple battles. So many of our soldiers are wounded. We should give them time to rest and recover.
That would be smart, maybe.
If our attacks were to somehow fail, then the Alliance would be plunged right back into crisis. And need I remind you, the next time the Empire knocks on our metaphorical door, we will not be able to employ the same tricks again.
True.
We won't fail. I'll handle Count Burgleys myself, and I will vanquish him.
But Holst, can you really afford to be away from our territory for so long? Elmira could strike at any moment.
True, almost forgot about them.
My, this conversation's certainly gotten heated. Do I sense another round table meeting in the works?
Seems like this kind of decision would need one of those conferences, huh?
That's how it goes around here, yeah. I guess we'll just have to table this discussion until then.
I've returned, Father.
Yes.
Father, between your feigned betrayal and surprise attack at the Great Bridge, your leadership in this war has been nothing short of exceptional. However, I must ask why you felt it necessary to exclude me from your plans. I could have assisted you had I only known your intentions.
No. If Deirdre had fallen, House Gloucester would have remained a loyal vassal to the Empire. There was no need for you to share the stigma of that betrayal. I wanted your hands to remain clean.
That's fair, I suppose.
You are, after all, the heir to the noble House Gloucester.
Father.
But I will tell you this. Claude von Regan is dangerous. In this matter, I allowed him to inveigle me into going along with his scheme.
Inveigle, another new word for us.
And what was born of this plan of his? Much of our domain became a battlefield, its citizens exposed to considerable peril.
That seems a small price to pay considering all we have gained.
An Alliance leader who dismisses any amount of suffering is unfit to bear the title. I am convinced that Claude will never understand this.
Now, that is not necessarily...
Listen to me, Lawrence. I am done obeying that reckless child.
You cannot mean to secede from the Alliance.
No, of course not. I intend to yield my title.
What?
What?
Claude may be the one to save our alliance, but I refuse to serve under him all the same. You, however, are much more adept at dealing with his particular style of leadership. Would you not?
You are proposing I become head of this house? Are you certain?
Lawrence, my son, I have long forced you to uphold my own ideals. That too ends today. Going forward, you shall act in accordance with your own beliefs. My only stipulation is that you never forget your duty to protect the common folk and always consider their best interests.
I like the violin they have here.
You have my word.
Adds to the
I stand
moment.
both honored and humbled to accept the countship of House Gloucester.
And we got the new staff thingy. Cool. Cool. We like that.